Hello fellow gypsies and spiritual wanderers, Mocha Gypsy here, and today we're going to do a pick a card about situationships, friends with benefits, and if there will be something more, something that will develop, and see where this connection will go. So we're going to have three choices to choose from, and you'll see them right here. Number 1, number 2, number 3. Pick the one that you're most drawn to, or randomly pick the one just off the top of your head. Number 1. Okay, your situationship. Where will there be more? Okay. Huh. All right. All right, so right off the bat, I'm seeing that there's definitely something sexual going between the two of you, and it's likely that you both met at work or a professional environment or some sort of project where you were both working on something in common. So it could even be something where you're volunteering together, or you have a business and he works for a vendor, or you both have businesses and you're collaborating, and this is how you both crossed paths. All right. I'm actually seeing that the both of you are very likely toying with the idea of having a full-fledged relationship. Let me see if we can put that here with my Lenormand cards here. So I'm seeing that there's definitely potential here for most of you guys who picked number 1 here, because there's already been talks about moving the relationship to the next level, and seeing where things go, but having an ending in sight, which is a relationship. However, for a lot of you guys, even though there's been talk about a relationship, and it doesn't even have to be a talk, it's almost like also for a lot of you guys, it could also be unspoken feelings, like the vibe is right, even though you're not official or talked about it explicitly, but through the actions that both of you are doing with each other, certain little phrases, certain little comments, things that are blurted out as if you're already claimed each other as boyfriend and girlfriend or more. For some of you, someone already said wifey, it's just kind of like understood that a relationship or something serious is where you're going to be heading. All right. So yeah. All right. So with some of you, I'm seeing that this is actually your second time around. All right. And this is what it is. What this card represents, a returning to someone you've been messing with before or a relationship with before. So for a lot of you, in this friends with benefits situationship, this person was either previously your boyfriend, or previously someone you just messed with, and then they came back into your life, and you start messing around again, and then now you're here now. Okay. So for some of you, there's likely going to be another breakup or another moment of distance. See the scythe here? Let's see if you guys can see that really good. You know, so there may be another breakup, but then another on period. All right. Now, just because you hear me say, oh, there's going to be another on period for many of you, that doesn't mean that you have to continue the cycle if you're just sick of the BS. All right. You know, but just know that if you go through another on period, it will probably lead to a relationship. All right. Now, if that relationship is steady, that's another question altogether. Because I'm seeing that for some of you, there's going to be a longer than usual waiting period to have that relationship, to get to that relationship stage. Because this is what I'm seeing as the outcome. Okay, we're seeing here mountains, and right under there is this lady waiting. That represents you, or a lot of you guys actually, where it's like you really want a relationship with this person. Maybe you've been on and off together, but then there's like just some obstacle in the way, something that's probably even outside the both of your control, you know. For some of you, it may be even possible that your relationship is a third party involvement. It could be that the guy is already currently in a relationship or wrapping up on a relationship right now, possibly going through a separation or divorce. That very well could be the obstacle for a lot of you guys watching right now. So no judgment, but that's what I'm seeing here. But once that hurdle is met, once it's over, and you know, you're being patient, if you choose to be patient, you know, because you know, it all depends. You know, waiting on somebody is a risky proposition anyway. But I am seeing for most of you, if you are patient, eventually that relationship, that bond that the two of you have, it will lead to something more officially substantial. Okay? For a lot of you, I'm seeing you guys moving in together. See the house here? I'm seeing that for a lot of you guys. So there's a good chance that may very well happen. All right, so let me see what else comes up. I'm going to use my Santa Muerte Oracle cards. And number one, let's just see what else is to be seen here. So what do I feel here? Here we go. Okay, number 18. Okay, so you see this. So I'm seeing that the bond between you guys is very passionate. Both of you are like very sexually compatible. All right. For most of you, it's like this raw animal magnetism. And that's probably the reason why for a lot of you, you don't even have to verbally say or verbally communicate that you both want the same thing, that you both want to work towards making this a real relationship when the time is right and the circumstances are right, and you're still feeling out each other now on deeper levels. Okay, so very vibrant very promising cards. At times it may be even a little bit too passionate for some of you guys, where, you know, that expression is a thin line between love and hate. There's just so much energy, you know, and if that energy between the two of you, if it's not directed in the correct way, or, you know, if it's misdirected, it could turn into, you know, a really bad fight or something. So sometimes it's good to like calm that energy down, sometimes temper it a bit. All right, let me see what else comes up. Oh my gosh, okay. I kind of felt this when I first started the reading, but there's, for a lot of you who's within childbearing age, there is also a chance of pregnancy if you're not pregnant already, okay? A pregnancy. If you see Santa Muerte with her belly, and you see the couple there with their crib and their baby, but you see Santa Muerte with her pregnant belly and stuff. So no, there's a high fertility chance for a lot of you guys, many of you guys, okay? So take this as, you know, good news, or if children is not something that you want, if it, you know, take it as a warning to take extra precautions, because I guess which comes with this passion is fertility and reproduction, and there's a high chance of that happening with you guys. So, you know, just be cautious, or if that's something you want, I can say congratulations in advance. All right, and let me just see, with my Saint Michael Oracle card deck, if there's any divine messages to be seen with this connection on the more divine level. What comes up? So what are you meant to hear about this connection? Believe and trust. See that? Believe and trust. So if you had any doubts, any insecurities about the bond that you have and where things are going, or maybe you guys have been fighting a little bit too much, or you know, this is your second go around, you know, maybe your third go around, even though your friends would say that you're crazy for still messing with this person, there is something that's still holding you guys on together, something on the spiritual level, and it's promising, even though the circumstances around you right now may not be favorable. Okay, so believe and trust. All right, and let me see what else comes up. Let's see what else comes up for this connection. Okay, let's see, I'm just really trying to feel this. Eternal love. Okay, eternal love. Let's see Saint Michael with this young woman here. Okay, so eternal love. So for most of you watching this right now, I would say take this as a sign that the feelings that you have for each other are real. If it hasn't developed into love already, there's a strong chance that that's where the both of you are headed. As you know, I've seen already confirmed, you know, previously, and this double confirms it, that there's a lot of potential in this connection. And yes, it's, if you feel in your gut, it's worth continuing, worth pursuing for most of you who are listening to this. So anyhow, that's your reading number 1 for your situationship, friends with benefits. And if you would like a more in-depth reading, you can book a call with me at mochagypsy.com. All right, number 2. Here is what we have to see about your situationship. Let's see here with my Lenormand deck and what is to be revealed to you regarding this situation. So, look here. Okay, already I'm feeling some energies coming in. Okay. All right. All right, so I'm seeing that for a lot of you guys, how this connection started. It started off, for a lot of you guys, it started off as just a regular dating situation, you know, and one or both of you, most likely him, decided to be, see the roads here, just decided to say, oh, let's just see where it goes. All right, very right off the bat, non-committal, you know, didn't want to put a label on anything, very possibly dating other people and keeping their options open. You know, I guess that's within his rights since this is not anything official. I'm also seeing that there's an element of luck, one thing leading to another that led you with this person for a lot of you guys, where it was like either a chance meeting or, you know, if you met online, you know, you were about to delete your app or something and you decide to give it like one more swipe and there he was, or something. There was like some sort of element of chance involved for most of you guys. But anyhow, he wanted to leave it really open-ended, really casual. Seeing the friendship here. I'm not really seeing his intentions being pure, or at least not having the intention of having anything substantial. He may have sensed that you may want that, you know, but still, he wants to keep things going as they are. I'm seeing that he's pretty satisfied with the relationship, well, the situationship as it is. All right. The main reason I'm seeing for a lot of you guys, your person, is a lack of maturity. Okay. See, this is the child card. I hope this is very clear for most of you. This is a child card. All right. For the Lenormand deck here. And he has some maturing to do. It doesn't matter if your person is in his 20s or 40s here. This is who he is. And that's, you know, that's just pretty much it. I'm seeing that stemming from a family issue. So for a lot of you guys, he may have already disclosed to you, or, you know, blurted out some family issues that he's been having and has continued to have since childhood. This is one of the reasons why he does not commit, because he has, he grew up around a difficult or toxic family situation. All right. So for many, many of you people, this is what your person's issue is. And I'm seeing that he just prefers to just keep things, and this is what I'm seeing here. The fishes represents sexuality, and the woman, this woman represents you. So basically, that's all he really has the emotional space for most of you. The emotional space only for a physical, sexual relationship. All right? As I said, he's very satisfied with the way things are going. Want things to go with the flow. He has no intentions of really solidifying things, even though he may be aware that's what you want to, or maybe sense that's what you want as well. Okay. But let's say that you're fine with that too, and you're just curious about what he's thinking and feeling and his intentions are. For some of you, it may not even be worth that, because I'm seeing here in the outcome, I'm seeing the relationship itself. Okay, and here's the cross representing burdens. Okay, lots of responsibilities. He may be too busy to even have a relationship, even if he did want one, or there's just too much going on in his life right now. All right, or for some of you, it could be that he sees that you have a lot on your plate and probably wouldn't have room for a relationship anyway. All right, and I'm also seeing a lot of tension and stress. Maybe even depression. Like this connection may very well go downhill over time, even if you decide to keep this friendship going the way it is. Okay, so that's pretty much that. It's like the relationship, the situationship may have started off, good enough, but it's like for many of you, I'm seeing like things like just slowly grinding down. And for some of you, you may even be in the process of being ghosted or ghosting him. I'm just seeing not such a great future for this connection. And that's fine. Things run its course. It doesn't even have to be anything where it's your fault or his fault. It's just that most relationships do break. And it's only the far and few between that we usually have something that's meaningful and lasting anyway. So, having said that, let me just see if there's anything to be seen in my Santa Muerte deck here, Oracle deck. What are we meant to see about this situationship? Okay. This is what came up. I really hope you guys are able to see this. All right, we see two beings here, dressed in very different colors, and they are, you can't really tell if they are dancing or if they're fighting. And for a lot of you, I would say this would describe your relationship, or your connection, I should say, pretty darn well, where there is like this push and this pull, possibly some hot and cold behavior, or possibly almost like a frenemy vibe, where he may do like little things that he knows that will hurt you or irritate you and provoke you into this sort of thing. Where it would be just unsure, like you're both unsure where you would stand with each other. Okay? And I mean like on the most fundamental level, beyond just, let's define what we are type of thing. It's like there seems to be a basic incompatibility on the most foundational level of your personalities, and possibly even spiritually too. So, let's see what can be seen with our Saint Michael Oracle. Let's see if there's any sound advice or extra guidance in this connection. Let's see what you're meant to hear. All right. Okay. You created this situation and you have the power to change it. You created this situation and you have the power to change it. Okay, so that message could be taken, right off the bat, one or two ways. That even though things don't look very well right now, you still could probably do some things, possibly in the spiritual, to turn this situation around through, law of assumption, law of attraction, doing spells, prayers, candles, those type of things, whichever is more drawn to you. Okay? Or this could be the card to tell you that you can let go. Which one resonates with you the best? You can let go. You created this situation. This is sort of the arrangement you kind of accepted, right? But that doesn't mean you have to stay in it when it stopped serving you, if that's the case for a lot of you. You have the power to change it either way. So you can push through forward and try to change things around in the spiritual to get the type of connection that you want with this person for whatever particular reason that you're, focused on him. Or you can take control in another way and simply walk away. Okay? Because you're like, okay, well, I already put enough time and effort into this connection, and you know what? That's it. Done. And that's perfectly fine too. So I hope that really resonated with you, number 2. And if any of you would like a private and confidential, more in-depth reading about your situation, you can reach out to me at mochagypsymagic.com. This reading is for number 3. And if you're in a situationship, let's see if this person will, we'll see if it develops into anything. Number 3, this is your reading, and let's see what this situationship will lead to, what are his intentions and feelings, and let's see what comes up. I'm working with my Lenormand deck, and let's see what you are meant to see. Okay, tree. Okay. Here. Already I'm getting some vibes off of this that's like rushing at me, but I want to look at everything first before jumping into what I want to say. All right, so for a lot of you guys, I'm seeing that right away that you intended or would like something substantial with this person. Okay, and it's very possible for a lot of you guys that this connection that you both have together, this situationship, has been going on for quite a while for a lot of you guys. Okay, and it's very possible that there may be some sort of connection, some like a family connection, like he knows your family member or connects to your family in some way, or your people you see as your family, like your friend group who you're really tight with, and they know him as well. There's a good chance of that for some of you guys. All right, but for most of you guys, you've just as I said before, and this kind of confirms it for many of you, you guys have been going on for an extended period of time. A year, 2 years, 3 years, even more maybe, where, at a point where it's almost like a solid relationship simply because of the consistency and the time that's passed that you guys were together or are together. All right, that's for a lot of you guys. Okay, so I just want to take a closer look at that. Okay, so this is a card I pulled, the Moon, and just as with Tarot and Lenormand, it often means that kind of like the same thing where things aren't always what they seem. Okay, so that tells me that there may be an element of deception, all right, or not explicitly communicating intentions here. And for a lot of you, he may have been like kind of like leading you on, leading you on, like, yes, eventually we'll be, official. We are probably going to get married one day. We're probably going to do this, do that. As soon as XYZ is done, we're going to do this. That's like kind of the feeling that I'm getting here. Okay. So yeah, for a lot of you, I would say just kind of be on your guard, because what's surrounding this moon, that moon card that I just picked up, okay, I'm seeing a lot of the connection is being a strain and a burden on a lot of you guys, okay? We see the cross here, which represents a lot of responsibilities or heavy burdens, things that are just weighing down on your mind, just dissatisfaction, just general unhappiness. And this is confirmed with the mice card under it, where it's like you may be even going through a depression, being depressed or highly stressed because of this whole connection. Most likely because you're not getting what you want from it. It's sort of like this is not what you signed up for or want to remain in anymore as it is. All right? But some of you may even be not taking care of yourself because of this dysregulation to your system that this connection is costing you. So, just take that for what it is, that this situation may not be the healthiest for you. I'm also seeing for a lot of you guys that this person is, keeping their options open. Yeah, the Garden. He's just picking and choosing, he's just, possibly talking, maybe even sleeping with at least one or two different women. All right. As I mentioned before, there is like this element of deception that a lot of you may have to be cautious about. All right. So yeah, and the trajectory that I'm seeing for this relationship is it ending. All right, for a lot of you. For some of you, it'll probably just continue on and on for as long as you tolerate it. And that's what I'm seeing here. Okay, so in the manner that it'll probably end, it's not going to be clear cut. It's likely not going to be. See all this is the incense card, and everything's like smoke and mirrors that needs clarity and such. You may just wake up one day and just decide this is something that you just don't want anymore, even though you spent a good chunk of time with this person. Okay. And for some of you, it's going to be really painful. even though there were like no guarantees or anything official between the two of you. You know, the pain from this connection, it's still going to like sting. For many of you. For some of you, you'll get off a little easy. You know, it'll just be you stop talking to each other and just fade out. And that'll be that, you know, where it's like, don't say goodbye, just goodbye for now. And neither one of you will just talk again, and you just go your separate ways and live your separate lives for good. All right. So, I want to see what my Santa Muerte card has to say about it. So let's see here. What is meant to be? Okay. Well, so here we are. If you guys can see that, the number 17. Let you know whatever comes up with that number, if that has any significance to you. But you see, it reminds me a lot of the Death card. Okay, you see this skull, the skeleton in the middle, but it's being attacked by other skeletons, black dark entity skeletons, just pulling in every direction. So yeah, for many of you ladies out there, and some gentlemen, this connection, this man, having your energy intertwined with them is not good for you. It's messing with your head. It's messing with your spirit. And, you know, it probably would be best at this point to let it go, you know, or, you know, I guess you could write it out, but you may find that it'll do more harm to your spirit than good. So we'll see. So let's see what, with the St. Michael Oracle, let's see, it's St. Michael Oracle deck. So let's see if there's any additional advice in the spiritual that you're meant to hear. Most of you guys are meant to hear. Okay. Okay. Innocence. Okay. Innocence. So I'm getting the feeling for a lot of you guys, this situation has jaded a lot of you in a lot of ways, or may have even changed your personality. You know, where you're just rougher and tougher, whereas before you used to be kind of like more trusting, maybe more effervescent, more giddy. Life was just better before you started dealing with this person. All right, so take this sign as a message to recapture how you were before this person. Find ways to find joy in your life. Do things that you like to do. Take care of yourself. Do anything that brings back your sense of wonderment, you know. You know, you can believe in love again, and just start over with a new optimism that, yes, maybe you wasted time with this person, right? But the good news is of starting over is that you get to rewrite everything. You get to redesign your life, redesign yourself, redesign your future now, because you're almost starting from a blank slate again. All right, your innocence. That's what that card means for most of you. Okay. And for others, I would go far as to say that that's simply a reminder that even though this connection was not ideal for you, you did nothing wrong. All right, you entered into this connection with this person, maybe not under the most favorable circumstances, but you still did so in good faith. So, you know, that's something to consider There's no need to feel guilty that you got intertwined and intermingled with this person who didn't take the connection seriously. It's nothing really to cry over. All right, you'll be okay. So this is your reading number 3. I hope that it resonated with you. And if you would like a more in-depth reading or more clarity, you can reach out to me at mochagypsymagic.com for a more personalized confidential reading. Take care.